favorite TV, advancing kingdom lifestyle.
Good morning, this is Elevate Television Wednesday Morning Digest, and I am your host Moses Muiruri, and we're going to have a great time this morning. I hope you're ready for what is coming. But before we do this, let me just send you our drill. Pick the link, it's already out on YouTube and on Facebook. Send it to your friends. Just send it out. Mine is already out. Kindly, there you go. Send it to your WhatsApp groups. Send it to your to your all your friends. Some of these things I told you, I keep on telling you, somebody is waiting for an opportunity and you have to pick it up and do it and send it to somebody. Take an opportunity, seize the opportunity and let somebody else get it to it. Yep, sent it. Mine is done. Yes, hope yours is done.
Yeah, mine is done. Sure.
Good. And we have a great guy in the house today. I tell you, he's a powerhouse. Yeah, Armstrong.
Yeah.
Karibu, this is Elevate.
Asante sana Moses.
This is Elevate, the famous Elevate.
Yeah.
Leo uko ndani.
Much privilege.
So if mom is watching, mwambie niko Elevate. Look at that camera, introduce yourself, tuambie bana wewe ni nani.
Okay. Thank you so much, Elevate TV, for having me in. My name is Armstrong. Armstrong Mboya, the founder and director of Quad Shades Limited, which is basically a company that mainly focuses on the construction sector and in the outdoor space, where we basically focus on trying to have a change in the construction field and the outdoor space, bringing life to businesses, enterprises, families, and the likes.
Wow, you know, I was watching your profile and
Yeah.
I was looking at it, nikasema this guy is very wise.
Yeah.
Wewe unangoja watu wajenge, unangoja tu unajua unakam.
Manze.
Unakuja.
Hiyo ndo saa job yetu sasa.
Wewe unangoja tu watu wangangane na simiti unakam. Unakuja. Yeah? I mean, just a brief background, you know. I mean, how did you just get started? How did you think about this thing?
Okay, thank you, Moses. So the dream came about in 2020, just before COVID. And I was employed and I was looking, there's one time I was coming from work, nimetoka job, nimetulia pale home kwa Keza. Nikajiuliza, by the way, what if something happens? I didn't know that the COVID would have happened.
COVID
What if something happens and it has me in the red, who are like, you don't have a job, and where I was, it wasn't paying that bad as much. So I was going through, I remember I was looking through the social media. I came through an app, the Kenya, where I saw someone selling shades. And it was interesting because I was wondering, okay, how does someone just has this concept and able to market it and actually get clients? So nikaiangalia, nikasema, okay, let me give it a try and see how it's going to work. So immediately I opened a profile in the Kenya app, said I'm doing shades. Back then I was in Kisumu. And when I opened the page, I quoted the price, actually the same price that he had quoted. So I didn't do much of market research. I just looked also in the market dimension and see and kuangalia nione kama kuna mtu ana do your job. It's up, and apparently there was no one.
Wow.
Yeah, there was no one in that area who was actually doing the shade had ventured into actually had made it a corporate idea. So mi nikaichukua, nika set up hiyo Gigi, and funny enough, in a week's time I got a call from one of our clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tukapata, we closed on the deal. but venye tulifika ground tukapata vitu ni different because I didn't know that there was costing of these things like materials, where to source the materials and all that, so I had to go back online and see where I'm going to get them. And we went online, we got the materials. So this time it was just that we had a name, we had not yet registered it. Yeah, so it was just a name, and it went through. The guy gave us the money. We started off, we did the project. It was we in our minds we knew it was good, but when it trained, actually there was a very big error that occurred because of the specs. But from there, it has now been a journey at a time.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Gigi too.
Ilianzia Gigi.
So what was the inspiration yani? Ile tu unaona utakosa job.
Okay, ilikuwa pia na try ku have something different because nilikuwa naona mapero pia wame struggle na sisi, coming from a family of three brothers. We are three boys. I'm the eldest one, and kuna kwanga ile pressure juu sasa wewe ndo ume start off the family line.
Unaletangwa okay, sasa unaona
kila mtu anakuangalia manze decisions zote, so you have also to set up the pace for the others.
Unataka kujua una mpango gani? Acha kutubeba hivi bwana.
But secondly pia ilikuwa tu ni side hustle. Unaona ile kuna maybe unahitaji 20k ya fuel and maybe food and such things.
So right from a side hustle, now it's
right from a side hustle.
It's real. But then you moved to Nairobi.
Then I moved to Nairobi. Yeah.
What were you looking for? Why can't you work from
Nairobi?
Kisumu? Kisumu is a city bwana.
Yeah.
Nataka kuturudisha nyuma bwana.
Kisumu ni city kubwa, up to date, I say that Kisumu was the genesis of it all, because it actually gave me the ground. I think it was a point of actually a training ground for me. Ndo hata nikikuja capital city with all the hustle and bustles, it becomes easy for me to be able to navigate from the knowledge that I gathered from Kisumu and the western region at large, because tulikuwa tuna focus Kisumu, but ikafika point sasa tunapigiwa simu Kisii, Kitale, Kakamega. So the scope, the way we had marketed the business, it was mainly focusing on the western region. Sasa tukasema acha sasa to try, we see, because there are other opportunities. Nilikuwa naona napigiwa simu naulizwa uko Nairobi, unasema hapana, then that's just a business. That's just a business. Pesa imeenda
tu hivyo. All right. When you move to Nairobi, now your life ilikuwaje? Of course I know you are in campus here, so you are not a visitor.
Yeah, I'm not a visitor. So life ilikuwa hard. Unajua
uko na doa ya kwado bana.
Life ilikuwa hard. Unajua Moses, there's some I came to learn that in business it's a journey that you move on.
Let me ask you, let me cut short, nikuulize background yako. I mean, how did you grow up? Did you ever envision yourself doing what you do? How did you grow up? Na ulikuwa wapi?
Mimi ni msee wa Kanairo. Nilizaliwa Kanairo hapa.
Watu wa academy ndio nyingi sasa.
Nilizaliwa Kanairo. My dad was an accountant. My mom was a secretary.
Ni wale?
Si ni wale. Lakini si sana. Tulizaliwa, I grew up in Calif. California, Eastlands. Mimi ni Eastlando. And nadhani hiyo setup ya Eastlands ndo actually nilishape.
Ndo tulizaa genge.
Si ndo tulizaa genge hiyo.
Genge tone.
So my mom and dad my mom was a secretary, my dad was an accountant. And I saw my dad when you were growing up. He tried a few businesses here and there, mostly in the logistics side. There was a car that you had gotten, kumbuka zile nje za Peugeot, the big, ilikuwa ni 544 ama ni gani. So alikuwa ana driver, anatoka Nairobi, anapeleka wasee Kisumu. back and forth. Currently sasa ni kama the Noah kind of nini. So nilikuwa I think
ndio ulikuwa unaokota do.
Nilikuwa funny enough I was so young. Tukao tumefika hiyo level ya kukua in line na nini na hiyo side ya business, but I was able to see. I was able to see what he does. I was able to see how he goes about the business, and nilikuwa naona pia anakorofishana na dere most of the time. Hujaleta do nini, unaambiwa engine imechapa sijui, you know the normal issues that business.
So tuseme tu hivi kimapema, nyinyi mlizaliwa tu na business.
Sure.
Mlizaliwa business, you are the business, you are a business gene, eh?
Yeah, I have a business.
Right. So umeingia Nairobi. Umerudi Nairobi tena.
Nimerudi Nairobi tena sasa.
So how was it that you were able now to gather business in Nairobi immediately, ama tena ni kurudi Western?
Funny enough, Nairobi haikuwa open up immediately. What happened is sasa Kenya nilianza kuset base now permanently in the Western region, Great Western, Nyanza and Western as a whole. And because now traffic, the way venye nilikuwa nimefanya, nilikuwa na push a lot of marketing traffic towards Western region. Then from there now ndo sasa vile nilikuja Nairobi, there was a business that we did in Nairobi after nilifika Nairobi. Sasa after nisha create your base, nika notice sasa Nairobi imeanza kuitana sasa. Sasa ndo tukakam Nairobi, and our first job was in Kasarani.
Wow.
Yeah.
So nyinyi ni wale mnakuja Nairobi na wakubali tu hivi.
Manze, lakini after kuchapa nini making that struggles kiasi. Yeah.
So really that was after COVID?
That was after COVID. Now this is 2021, 2022 there.
COVID ilikuwa bado. Hakuna do, sasa hakuna do. Mimi sasa hivi sisi tunafungiwa, nyinyi mko job.
Sisi tuko job. Funny enough.
Yeah. What are some of the key lessons ulisoma tu mapema? You learned earlier that as you began, maybe from Western as you are coming, you must have come with some lessons you are
picking up, yeah. First of all, I learned that actually money chases value. Yeah, actually money chases value. And how well you market yourself is then how much you're going to reap from the...
So right from the onset you discovered I have to have value.
I have to have value. I have
Quality.
To sell value.
Yeah.
Quality. Yeah, quality was... I didn't compromise on quality. At first, with the first business that we did, actually the client alituambia, I understand. Aliona actually, we didn't even have to explain because I had started it. I started it, then I had a friend of mine who was assisting me. Okay. But him was basically majorly in the IT sector. So mi nilikuwa ndo sasa nafanya market research, naenda YouTube, naona how these things are done. There was also one of my greatest mentor, I'm saluting you to date, anaitwa Naomi from Mombasa. Alikuwa ananipea hizo step by step process vile na install and all this. So what happened is I noticed that for me to be able to hack the market, then I need to let people know the value that I'm giving them.
Selling quality. Unajua kuna watu wanaanzanga na quality alafu wanaanza kureduce.
True.
So have you done that?
No.
Wewe ni mtu wa Kanairo.
Imekuwa all through quality and kukiwa na, then unajua what we did was we basically had it as a customer centric business. So hata nikichapa job nimalize, nauliza client tell me areas una feel inafaa to kaze nuts, areas unaona iko fit yenye inafaa to improve, na areas una feel like we didn't actually perform to the best of our ability.
Unajua you know, when I came across your profile, I looked at it, nikauliza what made this guy realize I mean there was a gap in this thing.
Yeah.
You know, the other day nilienda kwa nyumba ya mtu na huku Ukambani.
Okay.
Jua my friend.
Inapiga.
Ilikuwa inaongeza. I think kuna msama kuna remote. Inaongeza tu.
Condition anacheza
kama mahali. So when we were tunatoka tukafunguliwa gari tuingie. Tulitoka tukarudi hivi kwanza. Juu ya heat. Nikasema nikajiuliza tu, yani si jamaa hata aweke hata kama ni makuti tu alete aweke hapa fiche hii gari. That's the time I realized. In fact, I thought about shades. Nikacheki, nikakupata.
Nice.
Nikakupata tu hivyo. Nikasema, we. Watu wa Kanairo ni watu. Walitutangulia. What made you see the gap? You know, that's interesting.
Actually, it's a very interesting thing because unajua Kisumu, it's a very hot area. It's a very arid.
It's humid.
It's humid, yeah. And sometimes the heat goes up to the levels of 34 degrees Celsius. The problem now comes is that you have a car and you have a lot of heat at that point. First of all, itakusumbua na hiyo story ya kufanya painting, repainting all the time. It's quite costly because I think at the moment the minimal charge of repainting goes up to 54,000.
54, around that.
And for these shades, they're very essential because they come in and they reduce the effect of UV rays that has on the car paint fading.
The sun actually really affects the paint.
Paint, windscreen, because as zingine unapata tu una drive screen.
Do you know one time we were seated in a car park? Mi nikasikia an explosion, boom. So looking kwa gari hapo mbele ime burst.
Okay.
So me I thought somebody has been shot or somebody has shot or stray bullet, so
unaanza kwenda chini to take cover.
Only to discover is a heat that the car had been there for 2 days. The guy alikuwa ametravel ameiacha kwa parking. Ili blow. So that's how serious the sun can be.
There are so many cases. Hata like last year, people were driving in netwaje I barabara ya kwenda Kiambu to Thika Road. Just gari tu inapata tu ina overheat all of a sudden. Unajua sasa most of the time when the car is stationed for so long at mahali na imekuwa hizo sunrise imekuwa ikichapo most of the time unapata the heat now, it's just like any other human, it gets absorbed na sasa because of the mechanical effect unapata inachoma. But mostly enye natakanga ni emphasize on our clients every day that I tell them, naambia it's something that you really need to invest in because
you are looking kama ni home.
Na ni home. Place hata una chill on a weekend. Most of the time hata kuna mwingine, most of the clients tunawekea wanasema I just want a place where I can just relax. So now from there is when now it also birthed another idea.
Yani anaotajua kwa shade.
So ikabata another idea, so we ventured into gazebos.
Niliona zingine umeunda. Zina run, you can see them as you watch the broadcast. You can see the gazebos that Quad Shed is doing. They are amazing. These are amazing things that Quad is doing, and we really appreciate. So the gap was in that you began to see magari zinaharibika.
Magari zinaharibika. So it started with the car.
But also, those things make the house look very beautiful.
Very aesthetic value.
I mean, you just go to a house, unaongeza tu hivi, hata mtu akitaka kukuzia nyumba siku hizi, anapaka rangi alafu anaeka hiyo shade. This thing ba. Hujaingia ndani.
Unaanzia na hapo tu.
Ambia wewe kama nje kuko hivi.
Ndani una expect.
Unataka kuingia ndani kuangalia nini? Ndani hakuna kitu. Kana hilo. Kuna wall bar. Wow. I mean of course unajua vile unaongea ni kama ni kama wewe ni msetua kusuku nini, kuna ma challenge kana wewe ni mse unapitanga
lazima.
Do you have any challenge? I mean, unajua you can give a very good story, watu waone hii ni opportunity jo.
Challenge iko kama sasa hiyo Kasarani, hiyo job tulichapa Nairobi, that was not a cash it was a business park.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a business park and we were doing
So these business parks mnatengeza masheds
sheds juu.
Is it kama is a container?
Actually it was a container business park. Quite massive, quite big. Yeah, so sisi tukafika pale tumesema Kanairo imeitana imejipa. Acha tuende tupige shughuli. Nikaita timu yangu yote vile si ufanya. Tukafika pale tukachapa shughuli. Kazi ikakuwa safi. What normally happens is we have a contract with the client, we sign, we agree that there is a down payment, then upon completion. So sisi tukakwa hapo tumemaliza, client akatuambia nyende ni pesa inawafuata.
So from car sheds you move to gazebos. Now you're doing shopping malls. Mini malls, you can call them that. Yeah. Unajua kuna mall niliona bana. Karibu nifikiria ni wewe bana. Mall kubwa sana. Kwa Kiambu Road bana.
Inaweza kuwa ni
sisi. Wewe.
Inaweza kuwa ni sisi.
Ama ni wewe bana.
Sisi hiyo.
Tunaweza omba kazi tu hapa tu.
Lakini inakuja.
Inakama. Yeah, man of faith. So hiki tu itakuja. So from shades now you're doing malls.
Now I'm doing malls now.
Let me ask you kitu moja. The place of creativity sasa.
Yeah, place.
Ndio ulianzia na shades. Ungekaa hapo tu.
Yeah, ningekaa hapo.
But you're moving now. We are seeing you now building you're building malls and shopping areas.
Yeah.
So where is the place of creativity na kuventure into new ideas? Are you selling those ideas to your clients ama tu unawaambia ni shade bro?
So now Moses, what happens is I learned something from one of our spiritual fathers, Rev Julian Kula. He said that we should be fluid in terms of the business, the marketplace sector, where most of the businesses you start, you don't really have control over it. It actually morphs, and when it morphs, you can't be static. Una embrace. So unakuwa ka liquid una fit in. Kama imeingia kwa container, kama umekuwa kwa container utafit kwa container. Kama ni kwa circle ni kwa circle. So what happens is it also depends na client. Sasa kama hiyo client alicall akaniuliza I've gone through your page, I've liked what you're doing na I have this kind of issue and niko na hii problem nataka muone kama mnaweza kama sort sasa hiyo now the mall now the business alikuwa anataka tu sort. So tukafika pale tukapima na sasa ilibidi sana nirudi niangalie and nianze kuchora to be more creative and see venye how I'm able to solve the issue. So nikamtumia what I had gotten, the idea that the couple of ideas that I was thinking that will be able to cover the area because the clients walikuwa wanasema kuna jua mingi. The tenants wenye walikuwa wameka hapo pia they wanted their clients to be covered with the shades.
I saw, my mind is just thinking aloud. What did you do in campus?
I did business.
Hata zoology ni course.
Mi yangu imekuwa from the word go.
Business
management. I did diploma in business management, bachelor degree in project planning and management.
Wow. So you taught yourself how to draw, because those are architectural now. Architectural software. Wow, so it's amazing. Naangalia. It's a very interesting, it's a very, 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 very interesting venture. So all of you are watching, please remember you can ask Armstrong any question you want. We'll be going for a break shortly, but any thought, any question you need to ask him, he's here, he will answer you.
Sure.
And he will not run away.
Sure.
Nimesikia you mentioned someone because you didn't just start the business and you just run. I heard you mention somebody who has been helping you from Mombasa.
Yeah.
So a mentor, or is it somebody else? She does the same?
She does the same. She's based in Mombasa. Na pia watu wa Mombasa wanaweza enda hapo kwake wamwangalie. She's very good at her job. So yeye ndo amekuanga akinitake through hii journey. Na in case nina hit a snag, I normally call her first and ask her tell me how am I able to solve this issue. Na inakuwa solved.
We'll come there because I will need to ask you because a lot of young people, tunafanyanga biashara. Alafu unajua ni zile biashara za nini? Ziko kwa zile kama poka. Ni kadi umeshika tu hivi. Hakuna mtu anajua kitu wewe udu. Wanaanga tu nini? Ndio ukitokea next week na ile benzo ndio ni God.
Ni God.
So the place of mentors and the place where you begin to work with other people. And how would you talk to someone and tell them you need people? Because there is no isolation. I mean, hiyo ni biashara watu walikuwa wanafanya. Pia ulikuta mtu anafanya.
Sure.
So what was the value you received from such kind of people?
Moses, these people have been very instrumental in my journey. Mentors to me, they're like roadmaps.
Wow.
Yeah, you see when you're driving, you see stop, you see the traffic lights giving you red, orange, green. They actually show me the path that I need to follow. And for them, now those few that I've mentioned and more who are still there, or wame hold my hand sana from the beginning of this business.
Wow.
to where it is at the moment. And Kenya neza encourage tu mavijana hapo nje ni that you need, no man is an island. No man is an island, and there are some, mentors play a very pivotal role in our growth, and actually being there to just craft us as we grow up into the business space. Unapata realize that there are some mistakes that you would have done, which them tayari washa experience. So wanakuambia bro, hapa ukipita hapa kuna poto lingine big. Yeah, so they're able to assist you.
That's amazing. And it's good to verify. A mentor is not that you unataka mtu mzee. It's not about age, it's about experience. People who have gone through in the business, and they have gone ahead of you in a way. Because there's always somebody ahead of you.
Yeah, sure.
So I think it's important to put that, because many ventures fail because watu walikata kuongea na watu. And people don't see this kind of people. You have given me 3 key things. Mimi, I think in points. Number 1, ulisema value. Money follows value. That means quality. You sell quality to people. Number 2, you also say that it's not just about quality. You talked about keeping that quality. Keeping you don't. So and then you say it's customer centric. Now we are dealing with mentors. Talk to me about the place of integrity.
Integrity.
Unajua kuna mtu anaweza kuja, unaweza na kwa boardroom, au jamaa hey. Wanaanza kushika kwa wallet zao ziko kwanza.
Phil, let me tell you, Moses, let me tell you, the business, more so, the business, the kind
because
of
integrity we are talking about. One, you keep your time. Ukiniambia hii project ni ya 1 week, si ikifika after 1 week, unajua kuna siku nyingine nilipatia mtu job bana, huyo jamaa furniture tu kampea job bana, ilikuwa dining table. Manze akaniambia hii wiki moja
nitaichapa.
Wewe mimi ni ule msee. Sasa ataenda home. Wewe acha tu deposit. After 2 days akaniambia, by the way, manze mwana mambao zimeongezeka, fanya hivi nitumie another. So ikafika kama 80% nimemlipa. Nikifika end of the week bana, jamaa nikifika tu hapo, jamaa ako namba hata unaona
ndio hii. Ni wale fundi wa kushona
we'll go for a break.
Okay.
As we come back, we're going now to get into the business properly.
Sure.
So that at least after this today, somebody must be motivated, encouraged, and of course, we have to find a way to bring up somebody.
Yeah, sure.
See you after the break.
Thank you.
In a world where everyone claims to be a prophet,
can I prophesy? Prophesy, man of God.
The prophetic ministry is under siege.
Prophesy.
a lot of drama going on diviners.
Confusion reigns.
What does it mean to experience a real, tested prophet?
The School of the Prophets is here to guide you through the chaos.
The Lord will never do anything here on earth before he reveals to his servants, the prophet.
Let's navigate the prophetic journey together.
We want people to know the truth about the prophetic.
With insight, revelation, the word of God.
You are going to be impacted and impacted upon by a battery of tested true prophets.
Tune in every Monday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
We need to bring the office of the prophet in order.
Only on Elevate Television.
Welcome back after the break.
Yeah.
I hope you're able to send this link to somebody else. We are here with Armstrong Quad Shades.
Yeah.
We were dealing with integrity.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, you can't tell us I'm a very integral guy. Mimi ni jamaa, mimi ndio ule mzee. Is your customers.
Yeah, it's your customer.
What happens when you hear customers say you kept your time, you kept your quality, and I'm happy?
It brings, it ensures that first of all, we've achieved the mission and our vision, because that's what actually is embedded on our company's vision, that we are time bound, and integrity is one of the main pillars that we upheld in the business. Now, what happened is that when we were starting the business, we realized now that it's an empty space that we are in. And for us to be able to actually ensure that we are achieving integrity from our customers, or clients, is by actually delivering what we actually say, what we are professing. Now, it was a very good stage to actually cement that core value mpaka to date. That's what we stand for: time and
Si basi ufanye hivi, redeem all the people. You know, there are people who say me I don't work with young people. I don't work with those people. Ukiona moto ya mbali. I mean, of course, one or two have messed up, and it's not even that. It's in every industry. You find one or two guys are just those guys who mess up people, and you see now people have this general attitude. It's like the general attitude ya mafundi.
Mafundi, blunder.
Karibu hata so redeemer watu waambie bwana tusamee wale wanafanya mbaya waacha game sasa tufanye biashara.
I think
look at that camera and do that.
So to our viewers and those who we call our clients, will come to you, a young man comes to you, a young lady comes to you, and is willing to sell him or herself to you. One thing is that we are willing and we are able to actually work towards giving you what we are actually selling. For us to be able to achieve that integrity from my generation is simply that what you have actually, you're actually saying that you are going to deliver. Try as much as possible to deliver. One thing that I normally say is you don't over-promise, you over-deliver. That's what I always tell my team. So at our Kingia, when we are entering into business and we've actually closed the deal, we should not over-promise, because that's where the problem starts. You over-promise, then you under-deliver. Now the integrity part.
Let me ask you a question that's interesting. You entered into an empty space, a place that people had not ventured into a lot. And you saw the opportunity in that. Now, coming to that, talk about costing now that it's an empty space. And I'll give you a background. I once met a guy, they wanted to do a documentary film for their company, corporate documentary. And as they were talking, you know, I asked them, why are you not doing it? I said, the costs are serious. Hey. So I asked them, what are the costs? They said, no, you need to have these millions. What are you paying for? No, these are quote I got. So a guy had written documentary, I think he had quoted 1.2 million. So I asked him, what is he quoting for? So if he breaks down his quote, you can tell. You know, sometimes there are quotes you look at and you say, this is realistic. But if you give me one figure, it doesn't work. So what have you done for your costing so that at least people, as they say, shades, wacha tukule kwanza. Wacha tukule kwanza.
So Moses, what we have done over the years is actually we came up with a universal costing mechanism where it doesn't mean that we don't have competitors in the market. So we get to know what our competitors are offering vis-a-vis what we have on our plate, and this actually is what is able to dictate the price, because tuseme mtu anataka shade and because haezi kuwa amekuja tu kwako and you're the final say. Definitely he or she has done market research, but for him or he to actually have confidence and be able to seal the deal with you, it means that you are offering something reasonable from the other competitors.
And when I look at what you have done, I was looking at your profile. That means you customize something. I mean, every customer is different. So you have to customize something for them, because depending on their space, depending on what they are. So that also determines the costing.
That also determines the costing. Secondly, it also what brings about the costing. It's how we are able to marry what we are offering at the moment and pegging it with such things as after-sale services that you're offering. You see, you'll find the market we are in, it's a very volatile market where we meet people from all across of life. And mostly, you will see that we are dealing with, if you note, we're dealing with mostly high-end customers. And to them, value really matters. So whatever you are bringing to them should actually make money-wise, should make sense. So that's now what
so ukiona kama ni governor unaanza kupiga mahesabu ya county
sivyo, lakini governor
kumbuka zile parking zote umelipa na permit unazijumlisha
kitu kayo
unazijumlisha bana unaweza kukutana na governor bana unaangalia kwanza unamuona nimepark kama siku nimepark miaka 5 niko na unaweka hizo zote hapa alafu unaweka nini. High end clients, that means really value is key for you. Quality is key for you. And I mean, wow. So when you talk about the costing aspect, who are you I don't want to ask your competitors. Who are those people who are role models for you, wale wanakuinspire? Not only in that industry. Niliona bana wewe ni wale wasema na roll na tempe kwayo. We are humbled in this studio. Vusi mwenyewe nilikuona.
Vusi actually, I mean, he's really shaped my business, acumen. From the point where I started listening to him, that was in late 2020, early 2021. He has this podcast that it's called the VT100, where entrepreneurs, both in whatever angle you're in, either startup, you're in the business world, you're either doing any craft that you're in, it actually helps you to navigate, tells you how you are able to stay in business, how you're able to sustain, and how you're able to scale it. And that has been pivotal. Apart from that, I have my pastor from where I used to minister in, called Pastor Adam Africa. He's also been a spiritual father towards shaping my business journey. And Julian Kula also, where I'm
amazing man.
Amazing man, yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, he's an amazing man.
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of accolades for outsiders. That man is good.
Yeah, that one is good.
Same
So we are and far mostly, and I'm also a client with them, but also he's been a very great mentor for me from Goshen Acquisition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
You know me. I want to ask you some things, but I'm weighing them down.
Yeah. It's okay.
Usitoke mbio umepapa hivi alafu.
Yeah.
You talked about when you began about you are everything. You are the same, but you had a guy who was doing IT, but you are the one who was doing research.
Yeah.
What is the place of research in what you do? And what are you researching?
What I'm researching?
I mean, in terms of your business.
Business, yeah. So what you see is everything. The more when you start a business, there is something that we call when it's a better term to call it, but there's something that is called you don't want to be declared redundant in that field. So what it means is that you have to be thinking day and night on how you're able to stay in business, how you're able to actually have the business that you have in line with the constant changing environment that you're in. You see, we're in a tech environment.
Yeah.
So it means that whatever you're building, it has to be in line with the current technology that is in place.
Wow.
For me, why I do a lot of research, I also want to have last year we had a lot of our clients coming from the diaspora. So definitely the life out there is different from Kenya, which is a third world country. And what they have experienced, they'll also want to have it in their home country. So how are you able to have that, to bring that aspect of the first world shading designs and have it imported into Kenya, and they'll actually still pay for it. So for me, I really rely on doing research, market research, checking on what is affecting my ecosystem and how I'm able to adapt and stay relevant in business.
You know, online.
Yeah.
Naona ma relatives wameamka hivi.
Yeah,
kutoka Siaya bana.
Kutoka Siaya. Wameamka
hivi bana. TV imewekwa kwa shopping center.
Kabisa.
Well, Harriet is saying she's watching from Siaya and she supports you.
Yeah.
Son.
Yeah. That's my mom. Yeah.
Pige shout out bwana kabla niende.
Yeah, shout out to my mom.
Naona kijana ndio huyo mama. Priscilla is also saying so proud of you. Yeah.
Priscilla is my wife.
Yeah, you can see the words used there, so I didn't want to read them.
Yeah.
Zikutaka kusoma. Zitaki mambo mingi. Now, hii Kenya yetu imebadilika bana. We are talking about environment. Environment, juzi tulikuwa na climate change hapa hivi bana.
Yeah.
So now you know hata sasa karibu tunaulizanga, is your food environmentally friendly, you know? Tunaulizananga hiyo
kama iko fit. Has to.
So what are you doing about that? Because really it's a subject that is out here.
Okay.
And of course their clients, of course their levels vile nakuona. UN wanakam. Utafanyaje? You have to tell us bana, are you climate, are you responding to the climate change, and are you using materials that are biodegradable? Is it biodegradable?
Yeah.
Yes. And are you ama tu wewe unaendaga huku chini unaambia mchina nipatie
niko so what happens?
I mean there's something to think about.
And
it's affecting businesses. I know there's a friend of mine got this organization and he failed at that place.
Oh, okay.
He said he had to prove that the materials he's using are environmentally friendly. Yeah.
Okay. So what happens, Moses, is when actually the topic came, it was being echoed mostly towards the last quarter of last year. It had us thinking on how we are able to achieve this aspect of having an eco-friendly space, even as we are able to do what we do, that is in the shade and also other areas of our business. So what happened is last year we closed a deal with the current Senator Edwin Sifuna, where we were flipping his backyard. He wanted a place where friends would come, they would maybe just have choma nyama, and the family would also just on a good weekend, they will just chill and maybe have a talk. And it was quite big. So what happened is he asked me, Armstrong, I have this space, tell me how am I able to achieve to have this place more friendly to the, because he felt like it was looking too dull, one thing. The second thing, it was too humid. So what I told him is what I'll do, I'll be able to have an area where we can have artificial grass, and if you're willing, we can also have we can also plant grass, as we are putting the gazebo for you. So you see, that aspect we are able to achieve the Go Green initiative set by our president William Ruto, and also we are able to have the community.
Yeye ndiye aliweka hiyo kitu, muombe kazi. Muombe kazi.
Akitupea manze tutachapa job ingine.
Mwambie tupatie job bana.
Manze
House on the hill bana. Tuache signature.
So that's how we've been able to incorporate it, by mostly ensuring that we are able to look at it on the economic angle that the president has set.
So that means even your sourcing of materials, the way you source materials.
Yeah.
So that means if a client is asking, so you ask your source.
Are we able to achieve? Are we able to get this? He tells me yes. If it's not possible, they're also open and.
We can't talk everything today. Tutagusa tu ile siku nyingine utakama. Tutaka siku mzima tu hapa.
Kabisa.
Talk to me about teamwork. For you to achieve that quality, you must have a very good team. Put up the right guys. Put up the people who have your mind. The people, it's you who meets a client. You get the mind of a client. You agree on what you want. Then you come and
execute it.
And you communicate that to your team, and they achieve that. What puts you together in that teamwork?
First and foremost,
because we must also encourage people to work together. Sometimes we have this profit mentality where you want profits for yourself, but you forget that there are skills you need out here.
So what happens is, Moses, what teamwork is also one of the most important aspects in the business. Actually, in the business that I'm in. And
so unajua tuko 0.5 sasa.
Tuko 0.5.
Ndio sasa tumeongea juu ya mambo ya eco. Sasa tuko mambo ya teamwork.
So it's very pivotal for mostly my business, and I wouldn't be here because if it wasn't for the team that I have, who are mostly dedicated to ensure that the dream and the vision that we have for Coachette is actually achieved on every level we go to. You see, and where we started is we no matter what kind of business we are having, be it small or big, we ensure that what the client intends to have is communicated effectively to my team, and by doing so also, and empowering them, because they are young men. The people who I work with are mostly young men in the industry who are trying also, because you see where the country and the economy is taking is directing us towards. It means that in the next few years to come, people will solely depend on employment and self-employment. So for me, it's just like a discipleship program for them.
Wewe unasaidia serikali.
Me, that's
kupea watu
now
kazi.
it's like a disciple. So they learn, and I'm sure when the time is right for them also to, because they also have dreams and ambitions.
Okay.
They will go outside the end.
Let me ask you, this is personal.
Yeah.
What does it feel knowing that my idea is feeding this number of families? I mean, you go home, you call her Priscilla?
Yeah.
Tell her, Priscilla, we are feeding like...
couple of households, yeah.
Kuna watu bana
wanakutegemea. Ukiamua hakuna hii kitu ni hivyo.
Is that one of the things that causes you to keep quiet on the
yeah. One thing I will tell you, Moses, it hasn't been an easy journey. Some projects you either take up and you feel they are too big for you at that point, and either you really have to, because you've totally sold yourself out. It means that also to the team, they're also feeling the heat because they're able to see that it's something that's growing, and it's something that started from a point of vision, and that means if for us to be able to achieve, ndo tupate hiyo pesa imeingia kwa account, to be able to eat on, it means we need to actually have all hands on deck. Ndo kila mtu apate kwenda na home na nyama yake na mkate yake. So for me, it's that's what gives me the drive, is to see that I'm able to actually make this to make sense to the many that I'm working with, and ensuring that they're able to totally depend on this business.
It's amazing. You must. It's very humbling to know that I'm feeding family. You know that thought itself.
Yeah, that thought. You don't sleep. You don't sleep at all.
All right.
Yeah.
What is the future, Quad?
Future for Quad. First of all, I will want to say that we are clocking 4th year anniversary this coming month.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years in business.
Sinikwambia nyinyi wale watu.
4 years in business.
4 years with those milestones, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It starts from somewhere.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And the future for Coachette is very open for us, that and clear that the next few years to come, we will we're not only targeting now Kenya, Nairobi. We're targeting the East and Central African bloc. Wow. Yeah, we even have a few clients who have shown interest from Rwanda, and this coming month, God willing, we shall be able to close and go there for a couple of months.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the future is beautiful.
Yeah, sure.
We are just closing now. What keeps you motivated? Unamkanga tu hivi. I mean, what wakes you up every morning? I think they say motivation also. There must be a motivation that motivates you every morning to wake up and just go to Quad.
Yeah. Moses, what motivates me first of all is having my faith grounded in Christ.
That's amazing.
Yeah, having my faith grounded in Christ. There's our Lord and Savior speaks of occupy till I come.
Yes.
Yeah. So for me, that has been central.
You are the marketplace pastors.
I'm a marketplace pastor. So my business is an altar.
Wow.
It's an altar where I get to worship God with. It's a tool that I use to reach out to many. And even you'll realize on our pages and TikTok website, on our website, on Facebook.
You are unashamedly.
I'm unashamedly preaching Christ.
Out there. And that's a very great, for me, I find you to be very genuine. I find you to be very authentic and out there, because some people are so, other faiths, people are okay with their faith. But why is it that we feel like if we front our faith, we will lose the business? It's not true.
It's not true.
Because it's not, the business is actually your faith is projected in that business.
Yeah, because you see, if you don't have faith, actually, you'll realize that even the business itself will not function.
That's where your values come.
That's where your value comes. And even through Apostle Paul, he preaches in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 19 to 23. Clearly, he states that man should actually, in as much as you're taking the gospel to the world, you're looking at it in the aspect of do not conform to the world. And he says that he will go to the level of unlawless, provided you are able to.
He's going to reach anyone. If they are lawless, he's like, he's not lawless.
He's not
like,
lawless. He's like, even the high end.
That's good. I really like that. And you know, just people, you know, that also helps you. People keep their boundaries. If they want to come and give you money under the table, it doesn't work. Your table is glass.
It has been true.
Now, Quad. I want you to look at that thing. We can't say everything finish. I want you to look at that thing, and I want you to do two things. Number one, tell us, because I'm going to ask you one more, or I'll ask you, then you do that.
Okay.
Give us the milestones of Quad in a minute. Milestones, those 4 years.
Those 4 years. It's been a roller coaster of major activities, from the birthing of Coach Sheds to the point of actualization of the idea and actually making the idea reality. It's not, most people will say that they actually fall from the point of having the idea made a reality. And just what we've done, we've just been pushing Moses ever since we began, and it has been a good journey. And for now we can say that we are actually seeing the fruits, the sacrifices that we've made.
Talk about Quad to anyone. Sell Quad. Pitch. In elevator pitch.
So Quad Sheds, it's the place to be. Our motto is always, we are dedicated to deliver, and we bring your dream into a reality. You only need to call us and dial that phone and call us, and we'll be there to be able to help you out in whatever problem that you are having, be on the shed designs or the any particular aspect of outdoor space that you intend for us.
Give us your venue, your numbers quickly.
Numbers is you can reach us on our website. That's www.quadsheds.co.ke. On our Facebook platform, it's quadsheds _sheds. Sorry, Facebook it's quadsheds, TikTok it's quadsheds, and our phone number is 0740 83 89 13. And at the moment we are on the online market, so you can reach us on those platforms and we'll be there to help you out.
Wonderful. I mean, that's amazing. I want you to give a parting shot to somebody out there. Look at somebody else today. You are the pastor in Elevate. Look at somebody there. Look at them at home. Wambie bana Buddha. Toka tu nje. There's a guy who sat here akasema, we toka tu nje kwanza, tutembeage tuanze kujua uko nje kwanza kabla tuongeange uko ndani. Yeah. Motivate someone. I'm giving you a chance.
To that person at home watching this platform, from Elevate TV, and you are aspiring to be an entrepreneur, one thing is, I will say that you have an idea, just make it true, make it happen. There is no easy path, and there is no rough path that you will not miss during this journey. The beauty of it is that when you see your idea actually coming into a reality, it will keep you motivated and keep you going. So do not despair. Take up the stick as God said to Moses, and go to Egypt.
There's a question I ask everybody who sits on that seat.
Yeah.
So sit properly.
Okay.
Do you offer mentorship if somebody came, because people will call.
Yeah.
I get very many interesting calls. People will call and they will say, "Hey, da huyo jamaa huyo." Of course, we vet them. There are those who are, of course, you know those guys. Wanapiganga wanasema nataka kazi. But somebody who is basically looking genuine, honest. Because that one is the one I will send you the number. I won't send them your number. Do you offer mentorship?
Yeah, at the moment we're offering mentorship. I've gotten a couple of calls over the period of 2 years since we've been in business. Mostly people, because of the economic drive, they will come with the request of an employment. But a few from them will actually tell you that they will actually wish for you to mentor them through the business journey.
Wow.
And for us, we are open for mentorship. They can reach me through the number that I gave out, that is 0740 838913, and we'll be willing to be able to hold your hand throughout the business journey.
All right, you've heard it from Armstrong himself. He is willing, but you also must be in need.
Yeah, sure.
Well, that's all we could have today. I think this is an amazing, unique opportunity we've seen, and a unique enterprise. The shades, beautiful. As you see them rolling on the screen, you can see what this young man is doing, and it's an amazing, amazing work he's out there doing, and he's making a difference. So you can make a difference with what idea you have. Bring it out, as like he says, let it come to the reality. Don't keep it in your head and in your box. It is time to step out and let us see what you have. Well, I couldn't say much. We thank God for this opportunity. Armstrong, thank you for taking your time. You know, you're businessman, man. You have to really plan.
Thank you for also having me, Moses.
How many weeks, man? It's a pleasure.
Pleasure meeting
Thank you.
Thank
and
you
it's
so
a
much.
blessing to just have you here. Well, that's all we could have this morning with Elevate Television. It's your host, Moses Muiruri with Armstrong. And we want to tell you, keep it elevate. If you've not liked, please like it on Facebook, like it on YouTube, like it on Instagram. We want to be able to be together at every point. We are here just for you. If you have any comment, any suggestion you want us to do, you're suggesting, you're saying, give us a suggestion. We will bring it and we will actualize it if it is workable. And we will be here because we are producing for you. God bless you. Have yourself a wonderful day. This is Elevate Television, advancing kingdom lifestyle.